All right, welcome everybody, Lockhart Lion fans and Cedar Creek Eagle fans. This is the sub-varsity game of the week here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. It is junior varsity action, and as the Lockhart Lions will be hosting the Cedar Creek Eagles here at Lions Field. Lions won the coin toss, deferred for the second half, and will be kicking the ball away to the Cedar Creek Eagles. After many emails and trying to make contact, I was unable to secure a roster for the Cedar Creek Eagles, but we do have one for the Lockhart Lions, so my apologies. If you are an Eagle fan watching today's sub-varsity broadcast of the week, football game of the week. And my name is Middle Stars Waters, going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. The man to the left of me, the coach, Amado Galvez, doing color commentary, and our football analyst for Friday night. And as always, welcome to the broadcast, Coach, as always.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Oh, yes. We had a great time at the junior high field this past Tuesday, where it was a junior high night.
Looking forward to an exciting game tonight between the Lockhart Lions JV and Cedar Creek Eagles.
Yeah, Lockhart Lions looking to snap a two-game losing streak.
Well, they're coming off the field for 1 second, seems like.
Well, we have one. I see one official out there. Could that be the reasoning for that, Coach? Or we see an
Possibly. Well, there's one leaving. Maybe he forgot his whistle.
Like, I'm out of here. They ain't paying enough.
He probably forgot something.
Well, just to let you know that we're not joking around about the referee. There he is right there. Probably forgot something, but regardless, once again, I want to welcome everybody. Hopefully you're going to enjoy today's sub-varsity football game of the week. Junior varsity football between the Lockhart Lions and Cedar Creek Eagles. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be heading to Bastrop Memorial Stadium, and no, not to take on the Bastrop Bears, but to take on the Cedar Creek Eagles as the district competition kicks off tomorrow night at Memorial Stadium for the Lockhart Lions. And Lockhart's coming on a two-game losing skid, Coach. They lost the first game of the season to San Antonio Dragons. They won homecoming night against Pflugerville Conley, then lost to Lehman at Bob Shelton Stadium, and then suffered a huge defeat against Davenport, which had no issue scoring. 9 out of 11 drives, the Davenport Wolves were able to put some points on the board and came out with a big victory. I believe it was 65-32 at the end of the night. So,
Remember, none of those games count.
no, tomorrow night is when the season really starts. Non-district play is really preseason to the NFL and any other top sport. But, yes, tomorrow night district season is going to determine on if you're going to make the playoffs or not. So overall records count for nothing. It's all head-to-head and district play from here on out. As the Lockhart Lions will be kicking off, that's going to be number 9, Alex Rocha, to do the kicking duties. There it is. He forgot his whistle, Coach. That's what it is. He did forget his whistle. So Rocha will kick. That's going to be an onside kick to start things off. And, what a hit on the far side. That's going to jar the ball loose. And the Cedar Creek Eagles will come up with it.
He actually lost it, but the guy behind him recovered the ball for him. They're asking that young man, where you at? What's your name? Do you live in Bastrop?
No, in Cedar Creek. Wrong.
1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, they'll have the ball at their own 45-yard line. Actually, they're going to have it at the 44-yard line. So here we go, first play of the game. And once again, my apologies. Do not have the roster for Cedar Creek Eagles. It was not sent to me. But we do have a quarterback in shotgun formation, and it'll be a quarterback keeper all the way.
Number 20 on the carry. 25 on the tackle.
That's going to be Landon Mendez coming up with the stop. And a quarterback will pick up about 5 yards. Make that 4, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 here for the Changing Faces Academy first quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Yeah, Cedar Creek Eagles, and one receiver up top, two to the bottom. And once again, quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Quarterback draw right up the middle.
And he'll pick up about another 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
A big 3rd and 2 for the Cedar Creek offense.
Well, we've seen 2 quarterback draws, both for 4 yards apiece, and they're 3rd and 2. So I'd bet your bottom dollar, Coach, that we're going to see another quarterback draw.
Well,
why not? It's working. Let's just say run it till you stop it, till they stop it.
We'll see here what happens. Number 6, receiver to over here.
Yeah, 2 receivers back down here to the bottom, one up top. This time the running back's offset to the left side. Once again, quarterback draw right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. This time by number 14, Jamarian Hawkins, coming up with a stop. That'll be a loss of, let's say, about a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Brings up a 4th down. I think the Lockhart defense was thinking like you were thinking, Sarge. Yeah. Had the same thinking cap on.
Oh, yeah.
Great minds think together. What's that saying?
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Bring them a 4th down for the Eagles. Again, 2 receivers this side.
This time the running back in the backfield, almost like in a pistol set. And the running back will get the ball for the first time. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and out to the 45-in-line territory.
First down. There was a different quarterback in there. Number 1's a quarterback now.
And once again, Jamarian Hawkins in there on the stop. So the Cedar Creek Eagles will pick up their first down. And we do got a different quarterback in the game, number 1. As number 20, the original quarterback is split out far left on the top side. And the running back will slip as he was looking to get the handoff. And coming in from the backside, that's going to be number 30, making an initial hit, Matthew Thomas. And I believe number 90, Miles Carter, comes up with the tackle. Yeah, a little bit of some, not miscommunication, Coach, but slippery feet out there.
Different quarterback, different cadence, different ball action.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
So no gain on that last play. New running back in the backfield for the Cedar Creek Eagles.
Handoff.
Handoff to the running back number 2.
Good
and
job.
Once again, coming out with a big hit. This time is going to be number 40, Josh Landeros. And that'll be for no gain, right back to the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Lockhart defense has definitely stepped up.
Oh, yeah. So after giving up a first down for the Cedar Creek Eagles, the Lockhart Lions defense doing a lot better. 3rd down and 10 coming up. 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Quarterback drops back, looks to his left side, looking to throw to his running back, can't find him. Being chased from behind and finally going to be pushed out of bounds on the far side.
Number 30.
By number 30, Matthew Thomas. And that's going to bring up a big 4th down for the Cedar Creek Eagles. Ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line, so that's going to make it 4th down and 7. And we'll have to see if the punt team is out or if the Cedar Creek Eagles will be going for it. Once again, this is the first possession of the game, and looks like the Eagles will be punting the ball away as number 32 will be standing back at his own 47-yard line.
Number 3 back for Lockhart.
Yeah, that's going to be Dylan White dropping back, and he'll be standing right around his 15-yard line.
Ooh,
and that was going to be a snap high over the punter's head. He'll have to backtrack it And finally, it's going to be brought down.
Number 11 on tackle. First one to make contact,
Yeah,
number 11.
Marvin Reese with the tackle. So the Lockhart Lions will have the ball in excellent field position.
Looks like punter took a very good shot there for Cedar Creek. Poor guy.
He had to run back.
Very high snap.
Yeah, very high snap. He had to run back and get it. And by the time he picked it up, Marvin Reese was right there on the spot.
Here comes the Lockhart line offense. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Noel Hymas.
Lead the offense.
Yeah, leading the offense out there, coming out there. And a timeout will be called by the Cedar Creek Eagles. So while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. And we are back.
He's a junior playing on the JV.
Hold on, Coach. The computer died out on me.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
here we go. All right, welcome back. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties here in the broadcast booth. But the Lockhart Lions score on their first possession of the game on a 6-yard touchdown run by Thomas Ramirez, which was set up on a fumble on the snap back to the punter for the Cedar Creek Eagles. Went all the way back. A big tackle made by Marvin Reese on the punter. And from there, Thomas Ramirez handled everything, went into the end zone on the second play of the game for the Lockhart Lions. And here we are, 6-0. 2-point conversion was no good. And Rocha will kick another squib kick, another onside kick. This time, once again, the Cedar Creek Eagles will recover. And the Cedar Creek Eagles will have the ball first down and 10 at the Lion 45-yard line. And once again, my apologies for not just having a roster for Cedar Creek. We were unable to get one. And our apologies for the technical difficulties we had just a while ago with the computer shutting down on us. But we're back live.
Great run by number 31 for Lockhart, Ramirez.
All right.
Quarterback draw here.
And once again, number 20, and he's going to be stonewalled from there as number 90, Miles Carter, and 53, Royce Rubio. We're not going to let him get anywhere on this play. So that'll be a gain of 0 for Cedar Creek. And here comes number 1 back into the ballgame as quarterback for the Cedar Creek Eagles. He'll be facing the 2nd down and 10 situation.
Second and 10 for the Cedar Park offense.
Number 21 get the handoff.
Whoa.
Oh, it's going to be fumbled, and number 90 comes up with it, scooping it up, and racing down the far sideline for a touchdown on a scoop and score.
Wow.
That's going to be Miles Carter. Coach Carter had some wheels on him for having a defensive lineman.
I think we found another tailback here. Coach Mabus, you better look at that young man at running back there. He was moving for a big guy.
He sure was, Coach. Once he had that football in his hands, and he was on his way to 6 in the end zone.
Wow.
So Lockhart Lions once again are going to be going for 2. Hey, put Miles back in there. Let him run it in for 2. Give him his moment. So here we go. Lions going to be going for 2. One receiver up top, 1 to the bottom.
Hand off to Mendes.
Ramirez will get the handoff, and he'll get into the end zone. This time the 2-point conversion will be good. So that'll make the score Lockhart Lions 14, Eagles 0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And we are back. Of course, want to give a shout-out to our main sponsor, Kent Riddle Properties. He's been our main sponsor here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast going on about 4 years now. Want to give him a big shout-out because not only is our main sponsor, he's also our QA guy as he sits back at his home studio to make sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans. And for this afternoon, you Cedar Creek Eagle fans, for tonight's sub-varsity game of the week here at Lions Field, Alex Rocha once again we'll be looking to have an onside kick, and this one is a line drive out of bounds. I think he got a little bit too much of that one, Coach. So once again on a big 48-yard touchdown run on a scoop and score by Miles Carter for the Lockhart Lions. Into the end zone, two-point conversion is good from Thomas Ramirez. And the Lockhart Lions lead 14-0 after driving 2 plays on the first series, as Thomas Ramirez was able to score from 6 yards out. 2-point conversion was no good. And this is where we stand at 14-0 with 3:29 left to go. Here in the Changing Spaces Academy first quarter for our sub-varsity game of the week here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Junior varsity action.
Looks like there was a penalty there.
Between the Lockhart Lions and the Cedar Creek Eagles.
Penalty should have been against Lockhart, right?
Yeah. So we go first down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 45-yard line. That'll be a run over the left side. That'll be good for about a yard.
Number 66.
66 on the tackle. That's going to be Sidney Larty.
And 20, linebacker on this side, 25.
25. Landon Mendez with the tackle. Running back's able to pick up 1 yard. That'll bring up second down and 9. Yeah, that's the first yard they've gained since since after their first down, Coach.
Lockhart line defense stepping up. They came to play, Sarge.
Oh yeah. Cedar Creek Eagles got an easy first down on 3 plays, and Lockhart Lions have been standing tall since then. Second down and 9 coming up. Quarterback drops back.
Ooh,
Got
good
pressure
pass
coming in from the
rush.
far side.
Number 14.
Nice job by the quarterback to dodge for number 14. And
He's
still
still
on his
going.
feet. I tell you what, Jamarian Hawkins came in like a
He almost got
like a bat out of you-know-where.
Yeah, he almost got him the second time.
Yeah.
He missed him the first time and chased him down and almost got him again.
Yeah. And the Cedar Creek Eagles will pick up their second first down of the game. But great job by the quarterback, number 1. I wish we had the roster, Coach, because this guy needed to get his props for this one. But great job by number 1 to not only get away from Jermarian Hawkins the first time, but to do it a second time.
And I see no Cedar Creek parents on their side. They might be probably sitting on our side.
That's where the shade is at. So Lockhart Lions defense shifting. It'll be an inside handoff to the running back, and he's going to be going nowhere but right back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 75, the first to make contact.
That's going to be Tristan Duran, as well as number 66, Sidney Larty with the stop. We've got about 90 seconds left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Lockhart Lions leading 14-0.
Little jet sweep.
Jet sweep coming around the near side, and that's going to be a loss of 5.
Very good tackle by number 42 for the Lions.
There's Orlando Gonzalez as well as Jaden Gonzalez, number 33. And that's going to bring up third down and 14.
Tell you what, he wrapped him up. That guy wasn't going anywhere.
And at the end of 1 quarter of play at Cedar Creek, Coach, it is Lockhart Lions 7, Cedar Creek Eagles 0 in freshman action.
Okay.
Want to give a big shout out to Paul Lancida giving us the update, the download.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Hope we got tickets for the game.
So here we go, third down and 14 coming up. Quarterback dropping back, got
33.
pressure coming in front of him. That's Jaden Gonzalez.
14
and he's not going to get away
tackle.
from Jermarian Hawkins this time as Hawkins comes up with the sack. And I don't think Hawkins was going to let him escape from him a third time, Coach.
Well, this was number 1 at quarterback.
Yeah.
The other one was number 20, I believe, at quarterback. Keep rotating quarterbacks on us. Both of these young men doing a good job.
Yeah, so that's going to do it at the end of the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Once again, it's Lockhart Lions 14, Cedar Creek Eagles 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. All right, and welcome back to the Shields AC and Heating second quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for the sub-varsity game of the week. Cedar Creek Eagles will be punting the ball away. It is 4th down and 26. And this
Low
time
snap.
it's going to be a good snap back to the punter. He'll get a high punt. Yeah.
Very high.
He'll take a bounce at the 27-yard line and roll out of bounds. Well, the Lions are going to take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Well, snap wasn't too high, Coach. It was a little bit low.
A little bit low.
But good enough for the punter to hang on to it and get himself a nice, decent punt.
Very high snap.
Yeah.
I mean, punt.
Just as high as the snap that he had in the first quarter.
Good field position for the Lockhart line offense. Let's see what they do. Hyman's at quarterback. They forgot to switch sides. That's what that happens in seventh grade football, guys. Not on JV.
Yeah. Was that one expression the Rock used to say, know your role? All right, so the ball is going to be down, placed at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lockhart Lions here in the Shields AC and Haiti second quarter. Once again, Ramirez in the backfield with Hymas. Hymas dropping back, looking to throw. Got a couple of receivers and a great job by the cornerback, the safety out there.
Number 1.
The intended receiver was number 9, Alex Rocha.
It's a flag down against Lockhart. Holding Lockhart.
So that's going to move them back 10. Unless they decline it. And they will mark it off, so that'll make it 1st down and 20 for the Lions. As now the ball is going to be moved back all the way to the 12. Lions need to get it out to the 33-yard line. Well, it's going to be placed at the 13-yard line. So 2nd down and 20 coming up for the Lions.
It's 2nd down? I thought it was 1st down.
No, it's 1st down. They changed it. Down marker messing with us again, Coach. Bunch formation for the Lions. As Hymas gets the ball, hands it off to Ramirez, who brings it around the near side. Shakes off a couple of tacklers before he's finally going to be tackled and brought down at the 22.
Good, tough run.
Almost right back to the original line of scrimmage. Still going to make it 2nd down and 11 for the Lions. Well, yeah, great job by Ramirez to get away from the arm tackle of the first Eagle. But was hip checked by the second one. And couldn't get the full spin away of that one, Coach, and came down with it. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
Yep. Ramirez is coming out, being replaced by number 14, Hawkins.
So Jamarian Hawkins will come out there. Bunch formation once again. Hawkins will get the ball going around the left side. Sidesteps the defender, breaks through an arm tackle.
Ooh, good run.
And finally brought down from behind. And he'll get it out to the 30-yard line, so that'll make it 3rd down and 3. Very manageable 3, Coach.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 3.
As we see Ramirez getting ready to come back into the game.
Got to get the 1st down here.
Yeah. Hawkins says, let me go get my 8 and come back in. So Ramirez will be in the backfield with Hymas. 1 receiver up top, 1 to the bottom. They'll be hand off to Ramirez. He'll go up the middle, and he's going to be brought down.
Just short.
At the 31, it'll be a gain of 1, and that'll make it 4th down and 2 for the Lions. Great job by the Eagle defense, front line.
Yes, it was. Okay, we're going to go for it. Big down here.
Why not, Coach? The defense has done an outstanding job since after giving up that first down. Of course, Cedar Creek's only had 2 first downs in the contest so far. So Lions are going to go for it. 4th down and 2 at their own 31-yard line. Yeah, Ramirez will get the handoff going around the left side. He'll pick up the 1st down.
Good run.
And he'll get it out to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Good, tough run by Ramirez.
As we're going to have an injury timeout on the field.
Jacob.
And an injury timeout on the field, so we'll take a quick timeout and let's talk about some giveaways that we got. We got a ride-along giveaway that we got going on. And here it is, a win a ride in style to Lockhart Lions' final road game of the year. And thanks to Texas Advent Shuttle and Curtis Hawkins, owner of Texas Advent Shuttle, former Lockhart Lion great. And the Lions Prize Sports broadcast, 5 lucky Lion fans and their 2 guests apiece will win tickets and a ride in style to the final road game of the year as the Lockhart Lions travel to take on the Piper Warriors. We only got 2 more to select, Coach, and we're going to do those on October 8th. We'll be selecting our final 2 riders. All you got to do is enter the drawing. Type in the comment section, last ride, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing, regardless if you've already entered it before. This one's going to be a quick throw out here. It's going to be a nice catch.
Good catch.
Right at the shoelace, Coach.
Number 16.
Keelan Lyles with the reception.
Great play action by Jaimes and good throw.
So once again, just like Tiffany Gutierrez did, type in the comment section, last ride, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. Like I said, we'll be selecting rider number 4 and rider number 5 on October 8th during the Lions Roar podcast on a Sunday afternoon. Right here on the Lions Prize Sports broadcast with the coach and Eric Lugo of the Luling Eagle Sports broadcast will be joining us as well. First and 10 for the Lions. Hand off to Ramirez coming around the near side. Got some nice blocking on the outside and steps out of bounds.
I tell you what, Sarge, he took a shot there at the end, but he bounced back right up. Ran back to the huddle. Good job, Mr. Ramirez. Number 31 in your program.
Well, he's going to be shy of the first down about half a yard, 2.5 yards, about second down and a half a yard, put it that way. And like I said, those last ride winners will be joining Sylvia Martinez, Deborah Ortiz, and Francine Hunt. And tickets will be supplied. And not only that, a meal will be provided to the game as well as your ride to the game and back. So it's going to be a great time on the Texas Advent Shuttle. Thanks to Curtis Hawkins, inside handoff. And Thomas Ramirez,
yes,
a bulldog out there, of course, should I say bulldozer, picks up the first down and all the way down to the 25.
Thomas showed up to play today.
It'll be first down and 10.
Oh, yeah. I was looking for Thomas Ramirez's mom, and I can see her from now, and she's smiling from big smile on her face and taking pictures and high-fiving everybody, and proud mom. Congratulations.
He gets his ball in the end zone again. She's going to be even prouder. So Jamarin Hawkins comes back into the game at running back, and he'll get the ball right away going around the left side. Got blockers in front of him, cuts it upfield, and into the end zone untouched.
Great
cut for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
How'd you like that cut there, Sarge?
Yeah. He could have gone outside, could have gone back inside. He had plenty of choices to go to, Coach, and that was because of the great blocking on the edge and on the outside. And Hawkins picked this spot and untouched into the end zone.
Showed great speed there.
And that'll make the score Lockhart Lions 20, Cedar Creek Eagles 0 as we await the extra point try. Well, it looks like they're going to be going for 2. And the Lockhart Lions will spread them out. Marvin Reese up top. And 2 receivers to the bottom. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Jaimes. He'll cut it upfield, and he'll be knocked into the end zone. Yes. 2-point conversion is good.
You got that right. He was knocked into the end zone.
You can't help it. He was ready, and Cedar Creek was like, let me help you. You owe us.
Good job of the Lockhart Line officer.
Oh, yeah. And just as we have our ride-along giveaway, we got a ticket giveaway as well also. Every Lockhart Lion home game, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Prize Sports broadcast, we're giving away 3 sets of tickets, home tickets to a home game. Of course, the next one's going to be against San Antonio Veterans Memorial, not this week, but next week. And this Sunday during the Lions Roar podcast, we'll be selecting 3 winners. Winner number 1 will win 2 free tickets. Winner number 2 will get 3 free tickets. And winner number 3 will get 4 free tickets. Once again, all courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Prize Sports broadcast. And once again, all you got to do is to enter that drawing, type in your name, type in the comment section, type in the words giveaway, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. Once again, for every broadcast you watch, and we mention this, every time you put your name in there, one for each broadcast, put it that way. But if we got 20 broadcasts and you watch all of them and you put giveaway on all 20 of them, hey, your name's on that wheel for 20 times. So all you got to do is put a comment in the comment section, giveaway, and this Sunday we will be giving away a set of 3 tickets, 2, 3, and 4 to lucky winners number 1, 2, and 3. So, and that's all courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties. And I believe this is the 3rd year that Mr. Riddle has done that. So big shout out to Kent Riddle for what he's done.
Thank you, Mr. Riddle. Thank you, Mr. Riddle.
Yeah, for Lockhart Lion Sports, Lockhart Lion fans, and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. This time Roach is going to kick it away. It'll be fielded around the 23-yard line by number 3. And he's going to be stuffed and brought down at the 30. And he's going to be hit hard by number 42, Orlando Gonzalez. There you go, just like Jessica Whitaker. She's a 2-time winner of free tickets. And Jessica, just to let you know, I did get those emails of yours, and I will have them posted up and let everybody know the information for tomorrow night's broadcast of Lockhart Lion football, live from Cedar Creek. Or should I say, Cedar Creek, Texas is where the stadium's at, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Bastrop Memorial Stadium. As the Varsity Lions will open up district play. But right now, here for the sub-varsity game of the week, Junior Varsity Lions up 22-0 with 4:55 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Looks like a little miscommunication on formation for the Eagles as they're all set, ready to go. Quarterback will get the snap. It's a quarterback keeper.
Ooh, good tackle.
And going nowhere as Marvin Reese says, hold your spot.
Number 11 on the spot.
Yeah. That'll be a 2-yard sack for Marvin Reese. I'll tell you what, Coach, the speed of this Lockhart Lion junior varsity defense is insane.
Very good speed.
Yes, and it showed on the scoop and score by Miles Carter in the first quarter. He took it to the house 48 yards after scooping it up off the ground.
Number 1 at quarterback for the Cedar Creek.
Yeah, 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom.
Back to pass.
Rolling to his right. Got nobody. Great coverage by the Lockhart Lions defense.
Good sack.
And another sack coming up for the Lions.
Who's that getting up there? 30? 20 or 30?
Yeah, 25 and 30 in on the sack. That's going to be Matthew Thomas. And Landon Mendez hooking up. Bringing the quarterback down. That's going to be a loss of about 8. That'll bring up 3rd down and 20. Once again, great job by Lockhart Lions defensively. This time the Eagles are going to have 3 receivers here on the near side. And the whistle's going to blow the play dead, and it was a good thing it did because Coach number 20, Preston Crable, had the quarterback locked in. That's going to be off sides on the defense. So that'll make it 3rd down and 15.
Got a little bit too anxious there.
Yeah. You could almost see the frustration in Crable. Was like, man, I had them dialed in. But here we go. Once again, same formation. So we'll probably see Crable shooting into the backfield from there. This time he's going to drop back. It's going to be a quick pass out here to the receiver.
Ooh,
and wow, Marvin Reese.
Number 11 again. Ooh.
Coming in with authority on that. That'll be a 2-yard gain on the reception, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 13.
Number 11 starting to look like the other 11 that plays for the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons. Of course, if you haven't heard, of course, Coach had to text me the bad news that that Diggs is out for the year with a torn ACL.
For the Cowboys.
Yeah, for the Cowboys. All right, the Eagles will be punting the ball away. This one's a lot better snap this time, and Reese almost comes up with the block.
Very close.
And this one's going to be fielded by Dylan White, but in and out of his hands as he muffed it, but he's able to fall on top of it. So the Lockhart Lions are going to get the ball back at their own 43-yard line. And Reese almost got that block, Coach.
So close. So close.
Great job between the snapper and the punter. It was a good snap. And punter was able to get it away.
1st and 10, Lockhart.
And once again, here comes Noel Jaimes and Ramirez. They'll pair up in the backfield. Ramirez will be offset to the left side. I have Rocha up on the far side.
Change are getting set.
And 2 receivers here to the bottom. As Lyles will be moving in motion, it'll be a jet sweep to Lyles.
Number 16.
He'll get around the edge, and he'll find the left side.
Stayed in bounds. Unfortunately, there's a flag down.
There might be holding, and that's what the call is going to be, holding on the offense.
Stops the clock.
It'll remain 1st down, but they'll mark off the 10-yard penalty, and that'll wipe out a nice run by Lyles, Coach. Of course, Lyles made a great catch on the last possession the Lions had and comes up with a nice little jet sweep around the far side. So after the 10-yard mark off, the ball is going to be placed at the 37-yard line. So that'll make it 1st down and 15 for the Lions.
Clock starts. I believe Lockhart has still on 3 timeouts left, don't they?
Yeah, they got all 3 of theirs. Cedar Creek has 2 remaining. And Thomas Ramirez with the handoff coming around the near side.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
And
yes.
He'll get knocked out of bounds at midfield. And they'll get him out at the 49-yard line. And 2 yards shy of a 1st down. Big hit by number 34 from Cedar Creek, Coach. And once again, couldn't get a roster. But if you're from Cedar Creek and you're watching the broadcast, first off, welcome.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, and if you know who number 34 is, let them know that. Great job on that hit on Ramirez. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Once again, another bunch set, this time on the left side of the line, as Ramirez is offset to the left side of Jaimes. And Jaimes will roll to his left. Got a receiver. That's Rocha that he's going for, and great job defensively by number 1.
Good throw. Unfortunately, he was double covered there. Good job of the defense for Cedar Creek.
And I'm pretty sure the coach will let Jaimes know he had Lyles all by himself. So then wasn't able to see him. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Lockhart Lions. Of course, this is probably going to be 4-down territory for them.
1:21 left in the 2nd quarter.
It allows us set up here on the near side. Inside handoff to Ramirez. He'll pick up the 1st down and more.
Oh, good run.
And once again, nice tackle by the Cedar Creek Eagles.
Clock will stop to set up the change for 1st down.
And a timeout's going to be called by the Lockhart Lions.
Okay.
So while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. And you're watching Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sport broadcast. And welcome back. We got 1:14 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Lockhart Lions leading the Cedar Creek Eagles 22-0 in the sub-varsity game of the week. Jaime gets the snap, rolls to his right. Looking to throw, throws it deep.
Ooh.
And that one's going to fall incomplete.
Unfortunately, a little miscommunication there. Receiver turned inside, the quarterback threw the ball outside.
So that's going to bring up second down and 10. That'll stop the clock with 1:06. Lockhart Lions do receive the second half kickoff as they won the coin toss to start the game and deferred. You got Reese up top, Lyles here to the bottom, and Hawkins will get the handoff coming around the near side. Finds a seam to run through.
Good run.
And he'll take it all the way down inside the 25 to the 23.
Clock stops to set up the chains. Got to hurry, go quickly.
That'll be first down and 10, and the clock gets a signal to turn. Lockhart still has 2 timeouts. Cedar Creek Eagles won. Mr. Strada chiming in says freshman is up 21-0 at Cedar Creek.
Great job. Thank you, Mr. Strada.
Oh, yeah. Here at Lions Field, the Lions are up 22-0, so I don't know what the freshmen are doing down there. JV varsity one-upping them. Low snap. And they'll hand the ball off to Hawkins going around the left side. He'll cut it up. Sidesteps the defender, and the flag coming from the backside. That's probably going to be in the area of holding.
Yes, unfortunately.
And that's what it is going to be. It's going to be holding on the Lions. I would say, Coach, and that's going to be a timeout for the Lions, and we'll keep it right here. But I'd say the one negative part of what's been a great first half for the Lockhart Lions has been penalties.
Yes.
Penalties. This one's going to negate a nice run by Hawkins. Of course, we'd had a holding penalty that negate a nice run by Lyles. So, but other than that, Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity Squad has done an outstanding job.
Yes, they have. Anytime you go into halftime, I had 22-0. That's you played a very good first half.
Yeah, and not only that, you get the kick, you get the you receive the second half.
And it's not over yet. We may score some more points here.
Oh yeah.
We still have 22 seconds left.
Still plenty of time. The ball is going to be placed back at the 29-yard line, where to make it around first down and about 16. Well, remember, you're watching tonight's sub-varsity game of the week. If you can't make it to Bastrop Memorial Stadium tomorrow night, hey, no worries. Let us take the game to you. You'll be able to watch the Lockhart Lions varsity take on the Cedar Creek Eagles in the district opener live from Memorial Stadium here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Whether you're watching it here on Facebook channel or you're watching on our YouTube channel, you're going to be able to catch all the live action as myself and Middle Sergeant Wattis, TD Tom Dunn, and the coach call the game for you.
Here we go, second and 15 for the Lions.
And throwing out to Dylan White, unable to come up with it, and that's going to stop the clock, incomplete.
Tried to run before he caught the ball there.
Oh, he had a lot of room to run.
A lot.
So that'll drop it complete. 17.9 seconds. Lockhart does have one more timeout, just as the Cedar Creek Eagles do. All right, so they'll break the huddle. And we'll see Reese up top with Rocha playing the slot. And Lyles down here all by himself with Ramirez in the backfield. Hymas will drop back looking towards Lyles.
Oh.
And just overthrew him. Once again, a little bit of miscommunication as Parker Connor was in that area as well. Okay, make that 2 things, Coach. The penalties and a little bit off time in between the quarterback and the receivers. And we're down to 12.3 seconds. Lockhart Lions will be going for it. It is 4th down and 16. So they'll have to get the ball down to the 13-yard line for the first down.
Fourth down.
Jaimes gets the snap, hands it off to Ramirez going around the left side. Got room to run, gets the edge, cuts it upfield, and he'll pick up the first down
It's
and
still
more.
going. Touchdown.
And into the end zone on 4th and 16 for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
Great run, tough run. Good job of keeping his feet moving, staying in bounds, and running over some people.
Yeah, 33-yard touchdown run, or 31-yard touchdown run by Thomas Ramirez. And the way he was running over Eagles, Coach, I don't think the Texas Parks and Wildlife will appreciate that. Well, you know what? But great job by the Eagles, too. Their pursuit was there. It's just Lockhart line blocking, and the tough determination by Ramirez is what got him there. And Ramirez with the handoff up the middle, and he'll pick up the not just the 6, but he'll take the extra 2.
Ramirez doesn't want this half to be over.
No. So with 2.1 seconds, the Lions will have to kick the ball away. But we're 2.1 seconds away from the Kreitz Market halftime. And I think I still have it on my computer. Yeah, I still do. If you didn't get a chance to see the junior high action from last Tuesday, the 8th graders, I put together a little highlight film to show between the 7th grade A team and B team yesterday, or Tuesday, this past Tuesday from junior high field. I'll go and share that one again. There's about 5 or 6 clips that I put together. It'll keep us occupied for the halftime, for the Kreitz Market halftime, until we get back to the second half. Yeah, Rocha's going to be setting up the tee, ready to kick this one away. Lockhart's tried about 3 attempts at an onside kick. Cedar Creek Eagles were able to recover each one. And Rocha will squib this one. It'll be knocked down by number 20. And that's going to do it. Yeah, the half's going to go out. Going to end. So at the end of one half of play, Lockhart Lions cruising 30-0 against the Cedar Creek Eagles. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with the Kreitz Market halftime show and a special clip from the 8th grade football team. Hold on. Got a little situation going on right here. Offsides on the Lions. So they're going to move the ball 5 backyards. So hold the phone on the Kreitz Market halftime show. Let's do it again.
Cedar Creek elected to take the penalty and make Lockhart kick off again.
I'd say, Coach, to avoid a possible long return for a touchdown, just onside kick it. Or find somebody on the front line and line drive it right to them.
Looks like they got a lot of skilled people on the front line for Cedar Creek.
And we'll kick this one away. And it's going to be fielded right around the 26-yard line by number 2, and he brings it across the field.
Oh,
and
fumble.
He'll lose it. And the Lockhart Lions will recover. Who come up with that big hit, Coach?
I don't see who make the hit, but I see who 25 on the recovery.
That's going to be Landon Mendez, so that's going to do it, hopefully. So that'll do it. So we are at the Kreitz Market halftime show. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back. Right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And we are back for the second half as things are going to be kicked off, and Alex Rocha will return the kick. And he'll bring it out past the 40, out to the 30, to the 42. See where they set him up at. I do want to welcome y'all back for the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as a JV are here highlighted for the sub-varsity game of the week. And our senior of the week, it's going to be one, Jacob Reyna.
Hello.
And welcome, Jacob. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
And, hey, it's always a pleasure. It's always a treat. And, of course, we'll get to your what you've got going on. But once again, thank you, Jacob, for coming up, senior for Lockhart Lions High School. And not only that, you're part of the football team as you're in charge of the filming, put it that way.
Yes,
so
am.
Talk to us what you're in charge with, and what is the daily life of Jacob Reyna on a Friday as you get set up for varsity football, whether it's a home game or away game?
Well, my they gave me an actual position. I'm called the director of football operations.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing this for 2 years, and my filming, I'm here every morning. It doesn't just start on Fridays, but if you want to just hear about the exciting part on Friday, I'll just it's nothing too much. It's not that exciting. In the mornings, I just get here a little bit early, make sure everything's charged, everything's packed. Then they load it up in a trailer, and then we don't see it until we get to the stadium on like around 5 or 6, or wherever we get to the destination.
What is the whole process of getting set up? Of course, we see the cameras down there at the end zones, and
the whole process is we usually try and get set up at least 30 minutes before a game. Hopefully, for varsity games, we get like an hour. We have a tripod, and we have 2 big briefcases for each for the pole cam and the wide and tight.
Explain to the people what wide and tight means and what the pole cam means.
So for pole cam, it's really for the big guys, like the offensive line and defensive line, for their film study, because it just stays on them 5, and then after
it's an end zone shot.
Yeah, it's an end zone shot from the end zone, like right through the field goal posts.
Exactly.
And then for the wide and tight, wide gets everybody on the field.
All 22.
Well, as they're getting the play set up, we'll show you what's in the end zone right there. That's the end zone cam right there.
Yep, and that's Drew Henderson on the camera with Warren Yanez sitting down right there.
Both those young men do an excellent job.
Yes, Drew's a girl though.
Well, obviously you're doing a good job as they gave you a title, and there's not too many students that get a title like that.
No, it's not. I'm very happy. Coach Maver just said, "There's my director of football operations," and I was like, "Oh, what's that mean?" He's like, "Oh, you run the film now." Like, okay, good to know. That was last year during spring ball. And for wide and tight, wide I've already explained, but for tight, it's just how I run tight is I go from the running back, which is like the farthest guy in the backfield, and to the 2 linebackers, whoever would be there. And once that play starts, we'll follow the ball. Right now, it's running. It should be Flor Rios Briones is on wide and tight right now, along with Ana Mondragon, who should be with her, along with maybe a couple of football players that are there.
And Sarge's granddaughter also over there.
Yeah.
Trying to help.
I think, my granddaughter, Emma, she actually does the camera. She did the camera for basketball last year for me. So she likes doing that. Hopefully she'll be in the position where you're at, Jacob, when she gets into high school.
And every coach has a different choice. Most of the, like Jacob was saying, the online coaches love the end zone view. And most of the other coaches like the tight view, which is from running backs to linebackers. And the receiver and secondary coaches like the wide shot. I tell you what, Sarge, I've never seen a harder working young man in Jacob. Does a tremendous job. The first time I met him, I was very, very impressed with him. He was going nonstop. And after watching the video that he shot, it was very, very, very well done. And you can tell he took his time with it. Because it's hard to find a filmer as a student that's patient and stays focused and concentrates strictly on his job instead of looking up at the stands or eating their popcorn or doing other stuff that most high school students do. But Jacob's very mature for his age. He did an excellent job, and I'm sure that's why Coach Mabus really depends on him a lot. And not just Coach Mabus. Coach Lee is the coach overseeing Jacob with all the video stuff, and Coach Lee talks very highly of him also.
Yeah, and how important is it to get the best shots that you can? Because like you said, these goes to the huddle. This goes to their highlights of each player, And not only that, the coaches get to sit back and not have to worry about, man, did I get my shot correctly, or did the film come in the way it's supposed to come in? Because eventually these guys are going to go back, these lines are going to go back and rewatch it using your video and what you set up for them. So how important is that?
It's probably the most important thing. I'm very happy to say that I have some of the best camera operators I've ever seen and / worked with, in Flor Rios Briones and Andre Mondragon, something like that. Sorry, I'm bad with last names. But no, they're wonderful camera operators. Flor is one of the ones I recruited along with Chapa. I brought them in. They're AV kids that just wanted to work, and so I said, hey, I got a position for you. I'll give it to you.
AV kids being there, Mr. Bishop's class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't speak enough about Mr. Bishop and what he runs over there. He does y'all's live streaming cameras on Friday.
Home games, yes.
Great guy. One of my personal favorite teachers.
Yeah, I wish we were able to take y'all guys on the road with us because, man, y'all do some fantastic work on the camera for us on home games. It'd be nice to have it for away games as well also.
Thank you. I'm sure that means a lot to Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
He loves y'all.
And that one's going to be an incomplete pass out to Rocha, but the Lockhart Lions driving on their first possession of the second half. But it's going to be second down and 10.
Jacob, I'm walking down the halls of Lockhart High School 2 years ago, and who approached you, who came up to you and said, hey, Jacob, why don't you come film?
Oh, that's a funny story. So I take pictures for Miss Rotzler. So I'm during home games, I'm always on the sidelines. I can't come help Mr. Bishop. So I wanted to still work with AV, but I can't do it for here because I'm busy. And one day in Mr. Bishop's class, he says, football reached out to me, and he said they want people to come film their away games and home games, and they'll feed you, they'll give you gear, whatever. And I was like, well, that's something for me to do. So I said, Mr. Bishop, sign me up. And then he gave me Coach Lee's phone number. And then that next day, I was heading to Medina Valley.
Wow. That fast, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about on-the-job training, right?
Yep. I think I did pretty good. It was pretty messy that first day at Medina Valley, but it was great. I had so much fun, and we got a whole pizza on the way home, so I was pretty happy with that too.
And that was Dylan White with the carry. Gets the ball inside the 5-yard line. That's going to make it first down and go from about the 2-yard line. So the Lockhart Lions knocking on the door of 6. And, of course, Jacob, you came out and assisted with us, has done already a couple of games with us. And, of course, you were there for the junior high game last week, this week, and a volleyball game for us the week prior to that. So, and I've heard a lot of great things about the video work that you had, and we could tell by the dedication that you put in that you really enjoy doing what you do. And that's important because if you can't enjoy what you're doing, then you can't be successful at it.
I love camera work. Yeah. It's just so much fun just being a cameraman. I don't know how else to put it. You said like I did a good job being focused. I'm not like sometimes I get distracted or something, like Ashton makes a big play and I'm just like I get all excited. I missed a couple.
How difficult is that to not get caught up in watching the game when you're supposed to be filming the game?
In year 2 with me, since I have actually more help this year, I've been able to relax for a couple times and say, hey, I'm going to enjoy the football game. Hooray for Ashton. Like my whole team, Brady, everyone. I love all them.
Because a lot of these guys are your former teammates, correct?
Yes, I played football with them. I played football for 4 years, 6th, 7th, 8th, and freshman year. I got to grow up with a lot of these guys. Some of my best friends. I love them all. They're great.
So it's kind of hard to stop and not cheer for them,
Yeah.
A 2-point conversion is good from Jaimes to Landeros, and it is 38-0. Lions leading with 4:25 left to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. I got to get Adam's commercial spot out.
Who's the one that scored for us?
It was Noel.
Was it Noel?
Yeah, 2-yard run.
Okay.
And we are back for the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter as the Lockhart Lions extend their lead on a 2-yard touchdown run by Noel Jaimes. 2-point conversion is good on the pass from Jaimes to Landeros, and here we are, 38-0 with 4:25 left to go. And once again, here in the broadcast booth with me is not only myself, but the coach, Amado Galvez, and our special senior of the night is Jacob Reyna. And I got to tell you, Jacob, I had a great conversation with you after we did the junior high game, and your true passion is photography.
Yes, it is.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that one's going to be scooped up, and big hits coming across the board for the Lockhart Lions, especially led by number 33, Jaden Gonzalez. But your true love is photography. Talk about that real quick, and if you have a site that people can go to and check out your photography work, by all means, go ahead. Let everybody know.
All right. So the only place I really post my photography is my Instagram account, Reina_photography72. It's so much fun. It's not only the photography part, it's being in that environment. Like, you're next to the players, you're down there, next to the coaches, they're getting yelled at.
As long as you're like, hey, I'm done with that yelling stuff.
Yeah. It's just so much fun. I'm actually rated the 4th best in Texas because I competed. I went in a competition, I got 4th in the state of Texas.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to try again this year. I'm going to try and go for number 1, though.
Well, there you go. Reach for the stars. And once you reach the stars, there's still further to go to.
Yes, sir.
So best of luck. And when does that competition take place?
Right after Easter, the week after Easter. Around April, is that? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Around then. We get a whole week off of school. We get to go up to Fort Worth and compete.
They done found your game right there. Jacob's doing it to get out of school.
Yes, I am.
Jacob, what are your plans for college?
I hope I can get something from filming football, get a scholarship, and do that for a big D1 school if I can. If I can continue with this, I will. I can always do my photography as a side thing, which that's probably what I end up doing. Because I love filming at the end of the day. I love doing so much things, camera work, being this. I even love intercutting, which is after the game is where we put all the film together.
Yeah.
So it's really, so they can actually watch it efficiently, not just a bunch of clips.
Yeah, it's almost like an editing portion.
Yes,
type
the
of
editing
thing.
portion.
Yeah.
Well, I started last spring I think I told you, campaigning for you. I talked to the video guy from Texas State, mentioned your name, and told me to keep reminding him starting this spring, this summer. And also the guy from TOU, also, I talked to him about you, and he's very, very interested. And of course, the young lady that films at UT, she's a student, films all the UT practices and football games.
Yeah, now
actually traveled to Alabama and stayed in the same hotel as the players and ate the same food and flew over there and flew back. But I'm gonna try to get her to come down during the spring and speak to not just the Mr. Bishop's class, but also the filmers that work with you.
That'd be great. We're a bunch of seniors and we have 2 freshmen. My seniors are Ana Mondragon, Florius Briones, Chapa. She likes to go by Chapa. I'm not gonna go by her. She doesn't want me to use her real name. And Jewel Henderson. And we have 2 little freshmen, and that would be Warren and Miles. I can't say much about them. They're learning, but they do such a great job, and I can't be more proud of them. So how much they've grown and how much they've honestly shown me. I was a little bit shaky, I wasn't confident at first. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
But as much as I've seen them grow, I've been proud of them. I can't speak highly enough about them.
They're going to drop back, swing pass over here, and that one's going to be knocked out of the
number 33. Good
hands
job
of the
on
receiver.
defense.
Yeah, Jaden Gonzalez once again coming out big defensively for the Lions.
And it's a very thankless job, Sarge, that they do because they have to be out there in the bad weather, whether if it's hot or if it's raining, if it's cold. Jacob told me last year during the playoff games, he had to put gloves on to film during practice. And unfortunately, sometimes the only time the coaches talk to you is when you do something wrong. And they follow the same schedule as the players. I mean, Jacob's here, like you said, at 6 o'clock in the morning, the practice starts, and he has to be here every day that they practice to tape all the all the practices. And of course, for the freshman JV, whoever's at home on Thursday, and for the Friday nights for a varsity game.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be a better punt. And it's going to roll all the way just shy of midfield. And the Lions will have the ball for their second possession.
You got a flag down.
And right now the ball will be at the 49. But like Coach mentioned, we do have a penalty flag. A false start on the offense. Offsides on the defense, so let's do it again. They'll reset 4th down and 8 and punt the ball away. And of course, I believe Coach Bishop mentioned, and he was real happy when he was telling me about it, that y'all will actually be getting Letterman's jackets.
Wow.
Oh yes, we did get our Lettermans. I already have my Letterman in something else for TSA, which is the competition for the photography.
So you'll actually get a patch for it as well, also, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Coach Lee hasn't told us much about that, but I'm very happy that I can get some of my seniors, their Lettermans, and my freshmen.
Yeah,
but
because
more important,
you're still part of you're part of the football team.
yes, I am.
I mean,
yes, we are.
If
Sorry.
Say a team wins the Super Bowl, all the way down to the trainers, they get Super Bowl rings.
Yes.
So.
Same thing with us. If we can win, we make state. I'm gonna call it now. We're going to state. Gotta have confidence in my friends.
Oh yes.
We even get a state ring. So
the ball is going to be marked back 5 yards. So the Lions will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 46-yard line, 47-yard line. And that'll be a bad snap. We got a new quarterback in the game.
Number 14.
And the penalty flag will blow the play dead. And that was actually Jamarian Hawkins back in the backfield. False start on the offense, so that's going to move him back 5 yards. Of course, as you mentioned earlier, Coach, with Cedar Creek, new quarterback, new cadence, new sound, and a false start on the first play of this drive. For your photography career, Jacob, and everything, who do you like to give big thanks to for leading you into this direction of course you played football, but now you're into photography, you're into videoing. Who would be the group or one person of the group that you like to give thanks for showing you this direction?
I've always loved making videos and stuff like that because I grew up. I always watched YouTube and I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to be making videos, being creative. But when I got to high school, I had to give all my thanks to Mr. Rotzler and Mr. Bishop. Mm-hmm. Those are the two that really encouraged me to do this. The first time I ever took pictures, Miss Rotzler just gave me a camera and said, "Go take pictures." Like, all right, I'll figure out the rest of everything else. And also, I had to give a pretty big thanks to Adrian Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw him my first ever game, and he was holding his camera sideways, and I asked him, "Why are you holding it like that? Like, what does that do?" He's like, "Oh, it makes the shot like it's a portrait." I didn't know that existed, so thank you for that.
Adrian's gonna stop giving away all his secrets here.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure you've seen all the work that Adrian Gutierrez has done, and he's done a fantastic job. Of course, he's one of our special sponsors here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, always giving back to the community of Lockhart. And, of course, the clock is going to be running out here in the third quarter as the Lockhart Lions will be leading 38-0 at the end of 3. So as the clock winds down, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back for the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, off the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarter, Jamarin Hawkins with the football heads into Eagle territory down to the 35-yard line for a big pickup of a first down.
Hyman's back at quarterback, and Hawkins just took the handoff, just ran over people.
Well, score update at Cedar Creek. It is the freshman 37-0.
Very good,
with
Fritz.
6:37 left to go in that contest.
Good job, freshman.
Way to bounce back after a tough loss last week against Davenport. It was a very good game between the two teams. And, of course, here for the sub-varsity game of the week, JV up 38-0 here at the start of the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarter. Jamarin Hawkins once again with a carry. He'll pick up about 4 yards before they blow the whistle, the play dead. And Jacob, great to have him, senior.
Had to go back and finish filming.
Yeah. I like that. He had to go because he wanted to make sure that everything was working well. And Hawkins with the carry going around the left side will find the end zone.
Wow. Speaking of working well.
Yeah, for a 31-yard touchdown run for Jamarian Hawkins. And the Lockhart Lions continue to extend their lead. We're at 44-0 with 8:19, practically about 3/4 of the quarter left to go, Coach. I tell you what, it's going to be hard to find defensive players of the game and offensive players of the game. Not for the lack of effort, but too much effort. Put it that way. So the Lockhart Lions will be going for 2. This time Jamarin Hawkins is in the backfield. And we got a little wildcat formation with number 24 taking the snap. And he'll scoot into the end zone. That's going to be Parker Connor with a 2-point conversion. Of course, the last time we had the JV on the sub-varsity game of the week, Parker Connor was one of the offensive players of the game.
Yes, he was. He looked like Jason Witten out there playing tight end.
Yeah, there he is, making a 2-point conversion. And that is good. And once again, if you haven't done so yet, get your name entered into the ride-along, the ride in style, to the Lockhart Lions final road game of the year, which is going to be on October 27th as the Lockhart Lions travel to take on the Piper Warriors. All thanks to Texas Event Shuttle and the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast, as well as the owner of Texas Event Shuttle and former Lockhart Lion great, Curtis Hawkins. If you want to have an opportunity, we'll be selecting our 4th, and 5th winners on October 8th on the Lions Roar podcast, right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. All you got to do is in the comment section, type in the words "last ride," and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. And who knows, your name might be the one the wheel stops on. And you'll be able to join along with Sylvia Martinez, Deborah Ortiz, and Francine Hunt, as well as their 2 guests who already punched their ticket into the ride in style to the final road game of the year. This one's going to be caught on the run by number 6 and brought upfield. Nice return.
Talk about the number 25 for the Lions and number 9.
Well, Landon Mendez and Alex Rocha in on the stop. I got an idea who one of my defensive players is going to be, Coach. I'm pretty sure we'll have 2 of them at least on defense and on offense. So the Eagles with 6:44 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarter. And they'll start up with 3 receivers to the near side. 1 receiver up top.
Number 1 at quarterback.
And that one's going to get away from the quarterback on a bad snap. And giving chase. Yeah, it's going to be number 33, Jaden Gonzalez. Well, the quarterback just might gotten rid of it, Coach.
Yeah, looks that way.
No, they're going to mark him down. So that'll be a sack for Jaden Gonzalez.
Brings up second and very long for the Eagles.
Yeah, 2nd and 19 coming up. This time they'll put the 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. I'll tell you what, Coach, we won't have to worry about no rain at the end of the game this week.
No, sir.
That one's going to be thrown out there to number 15, in and out of his hands, unable to come down with it, and a penalty flag coming down towards the end of the play.
Next time it rains like that, I'm just staying here.
Yeah, all I had to do was wait it out for about an hour and a half. It's going to be a targeting call.
Oh, wow.
So that'll mark it down 15 yards. Now, I know in college, Coach, the targeting call gets reviewed and the offender gets ejected from the game, but I don't see nobody getting ejected here, so let's just keep it at the college level.
Nobody got ejected, just penalized.
So that'll put the ball in Lockhart line territory. And if I'm correct, Coach, this is the second time the Eagles are in line territory. Got 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. And quick throw to the far side, and that one's going to be caught by number 15, and he's going to be swung out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 coming up. And once again, a reminder, tomorrow night, the Varsity Lions kick off district play at Cedar Creek to take on the Eagles at Bastrop Memorial Stadium. Kickoff is going to be set for 7 p.m. Christ Market pregame show will start at 6:30 p.m. And Gonzalez into the backfield once again, and catch is going to be made, but Reese is right on the spot.
Catch by number 8, number 11 on the tackle.
Yeah, it'll go down for a 1-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
3:08 left in the 4th quarter.
And Lockhart Lions needing a victory bad to start district play off, Coach. Of course, every team is now 0-0 when you start district. But Cedar Creek Eagles is going to be a team that Lockhart Lions cannot look past, as the Eagles varsity squad looking for their first victory since, I believe you said, October of 2021.
Yes, sir. beat Elgin.
Snap is going back. Quarterback rolls around to his right side. Has to shake off a tackle in the backfield.
42 on the tackle.
Yeah, but unable to shake off Gonzalez. And unable to shake off Jaden and Orlando Gonzalez. But in the backfield to create the initial pressure was number 53, Royce Rubio. That'll be a loss of 2, so that'll bring up a loss of 1, actually. Make it 2. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. As the clock continues to wind down at 1:57.
Eagles taking their time in the huddle. 4th down for the Eagles.
Yeah, 4th down and 8. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top.
Back to pass.
And that one's going to be picked off by Dylan White. And Dylan White will bring it across the field, coming towards the near side.
Oh, block in the back.
And nice run back to Dylan White all the way into Eagle territory. And there's a penalty flag on the far sideline.
Well, there's one over here also.
And it's going to be a block in the back.
We'll probably see victory formation here for the Lions.
And the clock is still running. And nobody's really saying nothing. And the Lockhart Lions will have to run one play at least. Or take a knee, as you said, Coach. Let's see the Dallas Cowboys shift, or what do they call it? The Landry shift.
Landry shift.
Because we are in a running clock situation. I believe that with the 42-point spread, it is running clock.
Yeah, they're just going to let the clock run out. It's no use trying to run a play.
And so both teams are going to be lining up at the 50-yard line to go shake hands at midfield. And while they'll do that, we'll take a quick timeout. And we will be right back with the Kreitz Market postgame show and your players of the game for the Lockhart Lions right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. And we are back for the Kreitz Market post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast as the Junior Varsity Lions defeat the Cedar Creek Eagles here on Sub-Varsity Game of the Week here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast by a final 46-0. So congratulations to the Junior Varsity Lions breaking a two-game skid. As for the freshmen, congratulations to them as well. After losing last week to Davenport, come back and put out a great showing out in Cedar Creek, defeating the Eagles in freshman football action, 37-8. Big shout out to Mr. Estrada and Paul Anceta for giving us that updates throughout the contest. And Coach, what a great game for junior varsity team.
Great way to start the district play.
Yes.
And hopefully continues on to next week.
Oh yeah, and hopefully to this game and the freshman JV extends to the varsity game tomorrow night as the Lockhart Lions varsity squad kick off district night, or their district season, at Cedar Creek to take on the Cedar Creek Eagles, and you'll be able to catch all that action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. So if you're watching the broadcast right now, you're going to be able to catch all the action on the same page that you're watching on right now. But this takes us to the Kreitz Market postgame show, Coach. Lockhart JV with the big win. And with that, we have some post-game honors to hand out. And we'll start off offensively with your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game. It's going to go to number 14, Jamarian Hawkins, and number 31, Thomas Ramirez. And, Coach?
Hawkins wasn't the starting tailback, but I tell you what, when he came in, he made a difference. Showed tremendous speed and scored a couple touchdowns and had an excellent game. And Ramirez was your starting tailback. He showed up to play. He played an excellent game the whole game long, and scored a couple touchdowns. And I tell you what, he was very hard to stop and had an excellent game. And congratulations to both these young men.
Well, definitely congratulations to both Thomas Ramirez and Jamaron Hawkins. You are tonight's Kreitz Market offensive players of the game. Now we'll head over to the other side to your One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game. We'll start off with number 33, Jaden Gonzalez, and number 90, Miles Carter, who had a big scoop and score in the first quarter for the Lockhart Lions.
Carter, great scoop and score. He showed tremendous speed, and not only that play, but all through the game, had a tremendous game. Great job on defense, young man. And the second young man was all over the field the whole game long, on numerous tackles. Great job on defense, and also had a tremendous game. Congratulations to both these young men.
All right, so congratulations once again to number 33, Jaden Gonzalez, and number 90, Miles Carter. You are tonight's One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game. So, Coach, ready for tomorrow night?
Yes, sir. We're ready.
We're ready, too, and hopefully they'll have something good to eat for us over there. They did last time we were there when Lockhart took on Bastrop. We're there for Cedar Creek tomorrow night, and once again, you catch all that live action right here on the Lions Pride Sport broadcast with myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, TD Tom Dunn, and the coach, Amado Galvez. So, as for myself and the coach, till tomorrow night, safe travels to and from the game at Memorial Stadium tomorrow night for the varsity action. And like I always say, you could take the line out of Lockhart, but you could never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.